we'll give you 2 each. Talking about 1, 2 tablets, not boxes of tablets. That is how bad our situation is in Zimbabwe. And we traveled all the way to Bulawayo. In fact, before I even went there, when we were at the homestead and the police came over to take our statements, we had been beaten at 1 o'clock, and about 7:30, the police came. Do you know how scary it is when you're afraid of own police officers? When they said we were 40 k's away from Fabuzi, 40 k's from any police station, any hospital, any clinic. And they said, no, we are going with you. I said, oh no, I'm not going with you because I don't trust you as a police officer. And they had to convince us that they were going to take us to safety. I was more worried, or we were worried, that they were going to take us to those very people that beat us up. Fortunately, somebody else came that we knew and drove his van with us. And they took us to the police station. They took us to the hospital. I'm saying all this for you to realize that Zimbabwe is in a terrible situation. If it was not for the help that we got from the TSO, I don't think it would be proper for me to name them online. I don't know if it's correct or wrong. We had not gotten that help. And even afterwards, we had to look for each other because some of the members had run away during the beating. So initially, we were about 6 of us that managed to get help. But we had to go back to those communities to make sure that not only those that managed, those of us that were privileged on that day to go to the station, to go to the hospital for help, we had to make sure that our fellow change champions also got help. And we are also grateful for the community of Bulawayo that helped when I came down from Caesar. I actually, when I went into hospital, some of the change champions that were not admitted to hospital because their wounds were not as serious, but needed care, stayed at my house. The citizens of Bulawayo helped and made sure that there was food at the house, at my house, where the citizens, where our change champions stayed. And some of them went over to change champion Lela's home. He shared his home, even though he was hurt as well and was seeking help. So we do have Ubuntu, we do care for one another, we do love one another. So let us give at this time. And I also wanted to say, I am healing very well. I have 2 fractures. On my left hand, there's a plate that has been inserted, which will be removed after a year. And that my fingers are all moving quite comfortably. The baby finger is the one that is directly affected because of the fracture on that side of the hand, and the other fracture is still under half cast. So I'm healing very well. The other members are also healing. There's still some complaining, like the counselor Uma Tutu, who was hit on his head with a stick, which is the size of like a pole. When I say stick, I feel like I'm actually understating what we were beaten with. So, and all, not myself, but all these people have gone back to work. Angila Kala, whose truck was also trashed mine, whilst I was in hospital, he phoned me and he said, Honorable Topher, there's not enough cars out there. Ngingathola mataya kuphela, ngingathola I service kit, I will be able to go back. And I managed to organize the tires for him. I managed to organize the service kit for him. And tell you what, he was back. He was back on the ground, helping with the collection and of people, getting people to vote and helping everybody else. So, you know, I don't want to take credit as an individual. I'd like for you to know that there are so many dedicated individuals out that were already, you know, he was still limping, but he forgot all that, but he knew that his effort to win that election, or to make sure that we got as many people as is possible to go and vote, was necessary. So, and my car is also still in the same condition. They opened the engine, they put sand, they pulled out wires, and they slashed all the tires and stuff like that. But we are still soldiering on. We do whatever is that is possible to make sure that our objective is attained. There's nothing that is going to draw us back. And we know with God's help that we will get there. So it's the little things that inspire our people. It is the time, Christmas time. You know, sometimes some of us even forget celebrating Christmas. We forget that it is a Christian event. It is a time of sharing. But the people out there treasure these moments, they treasure these times. And please, thank you for those that have given already, and thank you for those that are thinking of giving, and thank you for making the decision to give. We need at least 2,000 hampers, which will be given to especially the vulnerable, the old people, people living with disabilities, these child-headed homes. I was shocked when I went to Sizinda, as we did door to door, and we knocked and we asked the neighbor at one of the flats, where are the here next door? They said, no, there's 2 children that live there. They have gone to school. They have no parents. They are looking after each other. One is in grade 7 and the other one is in grade 5. Can you imagine that? And those are the kind of people that we are looking at. It was difficult for me to come down the steps because I became emotional, and I thought to myself, I really thought I had a problem, but look at these children, what will become of them? So it is important that we put all our efforts to make sure that we raise enough funds so that, yes, Christmas, but also for 2023, that we win and make sure Citizens Coalition for Change goes in and our president, Nelson Misa, becomes the head of state so that we can have a better Zimbabwe. Thank you.
Thank you. Before you come in, our hosts, another pledge from Champion Trust Ndlovu from Joburg, 1,000 rands. 1,000 rands for the Hambas. So it's equivalent to 60 United States dollars, which is 3 Hambas. Thank you, Honorable Trust Ndlovu, for that contribution.
Thank you, Siyabonga.
Oh, we want to appreciate that. I want to appreciate that. I think I'll find that kamuntu kekuti kanoriza a blower, a whistle, and tampululu. We really appreciate. Just a quick update as well. We are slightly over $200 that has been donated. We have also one of our leadership, she's been having trouble making that donation as well. You know, sometimes cards they behave funny. So I think if we are to count that money, it probably would reach about 150. We've got JT who has also donated about 20 dollars as well. We just want to appreciate that. Um, those who have donated, who wants to come on and speak, please request a mic. Even if you haven't donated and you feel you want to share, um, still do come forward. Um, we really appreciate, ladies and gentlemen. It's about 7:30, about 7:23 here, which is about 9:23 in Zimbabwe. Um, our leadership, they're here with us sharing the experiences out there, and we in the diaspora, let's please open up our pockets and extend that hand to help. Extend that hand to help. Zimbabwe is looking to us, ladies and gentlemen. Our brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe are looking to us. Imagine if we assist the vulnerable. Everyone smiles because they can't go out there to the market and sell some tomatoes. They can't. They can't go out there in the market and sell clothes. They can't. At least if we can make them smile this Christmas, they can have something to talk about, to say, oh, Triple C has done this to me. Triple C has done this to me. I know we are doing it now while we're still in opposition, but as of next year, we're going to be doing bigger fundraisers for the whole country. So, yeah, if you've got anybody who feels they want to share their story, they've made a donation, or you want to make a pledge, please do not hesitate to come on to the fore and speak to us. Those of you who have just joined in, welcome to our fundraiser. We have our link right at the top of this tweet. Once you click on that link, I think you find this Washington Ali on the top there. On the link, it says support me on coffee. Buy Change Radio a coffee. That is the link you need to go and press. And once you press that link, it gives you options to make a donation. So go in and support. Go in and support. Press that link and make your donation. It doesn't matter how much that donation is, but where you can, every little helps. The Tesco shops here, they say every little helps. Can you also try and retweet this space, ladies and gentlemen? If we could share the retweets, I think there's only about 2 people that retweeted the space. We need other people out there to also see what we are doing. So if you retweet the space, maybe your friend will be able to see that you have retweeted and they also come and join and be part of the conversation. Let's make sure we don't leave our friends there. Who doesn't want to make history? Let's make history together. Let's support Zimbabwe together. Let's support our country together. Welcome back, Sister Patricia. Change Radio there, our official radio station, Twitter handle. Let's follow her as well. Sister Patricia, are you able to speak?
Yes, I am. Just to say, I'm having one of those days. I don't know what is going on. My broadband is at full capacity, but I'm dropping out a lot. So I think throughout this space today, I'm going to be dropping out. But I think our money is standing at about 300 US dollars. If we could push it and get to 1,000. I think that would be really brilliant. I know we've got spaces, other spaces that are coming up, but if people think about hampers for 60 US dollars, so for 60 US dollars, you're probably buying for 3 families. So let's think about $60 for those that can afford. If you can just make a one-off payment of $60, that would really be
Something has
appreciated.
happened there. We
Thank you
lost
so much,
you,
everyone, for
Sister
your
Patricia.
support so far.
I think something has happened there. Try and come back again. Sorry.
Oh yes, can you hear me now?
You're loud and clear. Go
Yes,
ahead.
no, I was just saying that if we could consider maybe hampers pitched at $60 for those that can afford. So my calculation is if we have 10 people that buy hampers for 60, that's 600 straight away. So maybe if we have 10 people that can put their hands up and say, you know what, it's Christmas, let me just make a sacrifice. If we can have 10 people pay 60, that will be 600, and we can go away from this space tonight with $1,000. We can even make more donations beyond 1,000, but maybe for the next hour, if we can try and push it to that 600. So we just need about 600 something to make that 1,000. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Patricia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Chief, you've been quiet there. Chief, are you there? Can you speak? If not, that's okay. Oh, my brother David is here. Sabuku is here. Oh, the team is coming on board. Please request the mic. We want to hear from you. Doc, are you here? Request the mic. We want to hear from you. Ladies and gentlemen, those who have just joined the space, we are running a fundraiser for Christmas. We would really appreciate everyone doing their bit. It makes it easier when we all take our part. Yeah. Champion Sophia Tekwani, you have the floor.
Hi, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for gracing this platform. I think my few words, I won't talk a lot because I'm on my way from work right now. But my few words are to Honorable Jasmine and the thousands of citizens, the thousands of champions that have literally put their lives on the line for the new great Zimbabwe. I remember I saw the footage where you were viciously attacked. I was at Mambo Shoshe and we're just about to broadcast your ordeal. And, I almost fell out of my seat because I could not believe what I was seeing. That the government, even though it's illegitimate, a government that takes arms and shoots at unarmed civilians also doing something that is, a part of enshrined in the Constitution as their rights, which was campaigning during a time of by-elections. And, it was actually quite shocking. I was flabbergasted. But what I saw from yourself, Honorable Jasmine, also in the time that you were in hospital, that you were found and you were under treatment, yes, you had gone through a lot, like the thousands as well of the champions that have gone through a lot at the hands of ZANU-PF. But in your eyes, I could see that you remembered who you were. You remembered that you were a citizen, a woman who was fighting for Zimbabwe. And I could see that was what was going on. That was what was kept you going on. And seeing that in your eyes, I think did something for me as well, because I literally got goosebumps. And I'm thinking, this woman is thick in the middle of it, but she has remembered who she is, and she's continuing to fight for the Zimbabwe that we all want, a Zimbabwe that brings dignity into the lives of all, not just a few select. And that really, really shook me up and really shook up those around me as well, to say, you know what, if she can do this, then we can also do this. And I just want to encourage everyone listening and everyone as well who might not be listening, but to share the message, just to, in Shona we say kusimbisana. We can see the finish line. We are there. Let's just take this race and finish it strong. Let's finish it strong for 2023. Let's finish it strong by putting the CCC as the government of the people, the government of Zimbabwe, and let's finish it strong by putting Advocate Nelson Chamisa, our president, as the president of the Republic of Zimbabwe. And I just want to thank all those involved in this fundraiser. It's very, very important. We're going into Christmas time, and as rightly as the other speakers who have spoken before me have said that, things have become more and more difficult for especially our gogos in Gutu, in Murambin, Mapara, in Kai. Let us just try and bring a little bit of Christmas cheer. $20 for some of us. I know a lot of people in the diaspora, it's possibly not even enough for a McDonald's. So if we can just just forego that one McDonald's meal, just to bring unimaginable, it'll be such joy to get that tea, that bread, that sanjam, that flour, making those amagwinya, the fat cooks for breakfast. Let us just give them that small Christmas cheer. And in that action, we can also remind them that, you know what, you have so much more that will be coming to you when the CCC is in government. And, we will not be doing fundraisers. I think Washington, Leadership Washington, the government will really be with citizens. And so let us give them a taste of more wonderful and brighter things to come when the CCC comes into government. And on that note, let us keep on pushing for registration to vote. Let us keep on pushing for voters for the CCC. And I think for myself, I'll end here and just to say thank you to all those in the space. And thank you especially to our honorable champions and our champions as well, who are also in the firing line and who keep going. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you, Champion Sophia. Thank you for those wonderful words of encouragement. There is problems with network. Our Honorable Tofa has dropped, but she will probably keep trying to come in on the space and be with us. We've got Ccc NAP on the space with us. Ccc NAP, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much, my brother Ccc Diaspora. And hello to everybody. Hello to Minister Flashwayo. And I see that my favorite member of parliament is here, MP Susan Matsunga. Hello to you as well. We are talking Christmas cheer season. I just wanted to tell you all about something I had today, which I thought was phenomenal. There's a democracy forum happening in New York today, the Obama Foundation. There was a quotation today by Valerie Jarrett, who is the CEO of the Obama Foundation. She said that President Obama said when he was in office that the highest office in the land, more to that effect, is the citizen office. So as citizens, we are offices, So I think that this effort that we are doing today to bring a cheer to many people in Zimbabwe, I know the suffering going on in our country is very unfortunate. I think that as citizens, that's the best we can do at this present moment, to put a cheer on that child or that senior citizen somewhere in Zimbabwe. So I'm fully supportive of what we are doing. And I have already contributed $50, but I'm putting a challenge to citizens here. I know Sister Patricia mentioned getting to $1,000. The challenge is if people can come up with another $100 in the next 5 minutes, I would donate another $50 so that I make mine 100. So you have 5 minutes. I'm sure all of us here can forego lunch or dinner or something just to put another 20, 30, and we get to 100 in 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
Dr. Ranga, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a challenge that has been thrown before us there. If we manage to donate $100, Dr. Ranga will throw in another $50 there. So if you can get 5 people who can bring in a hamper each, we've got about 2.5 hampers from Dr. Ranga there. So please, let's visit our pockets and make our families, our vulnerable in Zimbabwe happy this Christmas. Once you put your donation, or if it's a pledge, please let us know so that we can announce it. We've got 5 minutes until just before 1:45 the hour there. Thank you so much there, Dr. Ranga.
My brother Washington, while everybody's organizing, just wanted to also say hello to our Honorable Tofa, and that we sympathize with her and we know what she has been through. No Zimbabwean citizen should have to go through what she went through. It's unnecessary, it's uncalled for, and if there are citizens out there who are busy tormenting fellow Zimbabwean citizens, that's criminal and it should stop. And I'm happy to see that our honorable is standing strong despite all those injuries. So they may have broken her bones, but not her spirit. And I hope that in the new Zimbabwe, even those in ZANU-PF will not have to worry about being tormented day and night. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the link is right at the top there. I think if we've got anybody with a different suggestion of how we can fundraise, how we can raise the $100, let us know. Request the mic and speak. I know a lot of people are saying they are not able to come onto the space. They're having network challenges. It's just a shame because it would have been nicer to hear from some of you sharing the views. My sister Patricia, can you prepare a song for us where we are going to our pockets to make sure we get that 100, because we need that $50 from Dr. Ranga.
Yes, sure. Thank you very much. Yes, it's coming. Let me see what's coming. I'm just seeing something coming in from, no, I think it's someone else. It's not him. Sure, I'll find a song.
Much appreciated. Sabu, we are quiet there. Are you busy? We want to hear from you. We need a $50 from you as well. Titus, my brother. Over to you, Sister Patricia.
Yes, I'm just waiting for the song to load up. Champion Sabuk has already paid. I've seen his name flash on the platform.
Sabuk, I take it back. My brother Titus. Sabuk, if you're able to jump in before the song, while we wait for the song, we can give you the floor to speak. Thank you so much for coming on to this platform. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much, leadership, and greetings to all the leaders here, Honorable Tatwayo, Honorable Tofa. Like I said, she dropped out, and I see Chief is here. Nzikuruang Sophia, good to see you here, and a very nice speech you just gave us before. And I see Honorable Tofa is back. And greetings to you all. It's good to have you here, and for this very, very noble cause. I think as CCC, we are a new baby, and we always talk about selling our name, selling the yellow color and visibility. This is one very, very noble way of us showing that we exist out there by coming out to be with people in these times and remembering our needy people in these times of Christmas. So it's a very, very noble cause, and I really, really want to say thank you to the guys who came up with this idea, and thank you, host Patricia Washington, for what you're doing in this program. Sorry, I'm at work, I cannot really talk, but I just spared this moment since my brother Washington kept on calling my name. I said, no, I'm coming. And also I saw Dr. Ranga was here. How are you, my brother? And for yours, I just did my part. So I put my 50. I've already done that if you check on the link. So we only got 50 left, but I think if we increase it, my brother doctor might even match it too. So now we're left with 50. So let's see if we can bring it up. Oh, my greetings also to my brother Kennedy Masia. Good to see you, advocate. How you doing out there? Yeah. So yeah, that's all I can say. But guys, great work, and let's keep doing this. And I'm sure we can get to the 1,000 that you want us to get to this afternoon. Thank you.
I feel so happy now. Once Sabuku has spoken now, Sabuku, ndimi wakuru mimi. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. My
My brother
sister.
Washington, can I come in?
No, before you come in, I think we are left with 2 minutes. I just wanted to check with my sister Patricia to see if we have reached that target before you come in. Sister
No,
Patricia.
we haven't reached the target 1,000. We need a few more people to come up.
I'm talking about the one that we've been given by Dr. Ranga. Have we managed to reach the 100?
I think was it Dr. Ranga who said 50, and then someone donated 50, but I think that's a one of 50 rather than to double it. So no, we haven't.
No, we haven't. So we only got a 50. Come on, guys, let's do a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 each. Dr. Ranga, you can go ahead.
No, thank you. Thank you, my brother Washington. I just wanted to say Sabuku ndimi murikuita frog march vanhu kuenda kunovhota. So we really appreciate when you donate towards these noble causes. Thank you, my brother Sabuku Bako. And I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes, and Rubasa also. So maybe let's say in another 5 minutes we can come up with another $50 surely. 10, 10, 5, 5, whatever combination will work. And hello to my other favorite MP, MP Molokele. I know there are a lot of people here. There, I can just recognize a few, but hello to you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ranga. Let me acknowledge our members of parliament, our champions, all protocols observed. Sorry if we had missed you, but we really appreciate you being on the space. A space feels much more warmer and comfortable when the leadership are surrounded it. So we really appreciate you. We've got Tabisile Ngube. Greetings to you, my champion. You can go ahead and speak. The mic is yours. Champion Tabisile Ngube.
Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, champions. I'm not sure if I'm audible enough.
You're live and clear.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. Just my little contribution. I'm going to, or I'm pledging 1,200 rands.
If I could put champururu, I would put champururu there. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Hayi ke uzoshaya umpululu.
Yeah. There we go.
Siyabonga.
Raonekwa. Thank you very much. Okay, I will do my I'll make it 70, so it will be a little better since my favorite sister Tavisile has contributed. I think we can do this. It's a lot of fun. I know it's a little sacrifice for everybody, but look, it's just temporary. You can do for a day without a meal. You'll be okay tomorrow. That's what Zimbabwean families are having to do every single day. So if you're in the diaspora somewhere, and please, let's do something. $5, $10, forget that meal, forget that beer. It's going to make a difference to people in the villages somewhere. Thank you.
We appreciate you, Doc. Over to you, Sister Patricia.
Yes, before we play the music, I think what I'd like to ask is if people can give me some song choices. I'm quite terrible at secular music, but if people can give me choices, then I can find the music. Before I do that, there was an RTGS donation, I think, of 20,000 or 25,000. I would like to know how that's going to be paid. And whether we need to provide either a local bank account or an EcoCash number, so that money can go to that. The runs, I'm also wondering what platform we will use to get the runs. We use different, we can use Cash App. We've got so many different types. If you inbox CC Diaspora and let them know which platform works for you, for those that are in South Africa, and that also includes Champion Trust. And I know there was a mention of JT donating $20. I can't see it in coffee. If you could please confirm where that has gone, and then we can add it onto the list. So far, we have $425, and then we've got the 1,200 rands and the RTGS. I don't know what the conversion rates are for those. I'd need to work those out. But please, let's push. We can do this. We can get that 1,000 before we finish our space. Thank you.
Thank you, Champion. Thank you so much. JT has made a pledge of $20. That wasn't
Okay,
it.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
in respect to any monies that are going to be going to Zimbabwe, there is a facility to make sure that that money goes to Champion. I think Minister can help me on that one. Minister, Minister Clifford.
Yeah. Yeah. For the people in South Africa, they are comfortable, in using the Mukuru facility. So our technical team here, they will deal with that. The office here will deal with that. So let's just have the pledges and just put them in your list. Then you will follow up. Our technical team will do that, and our people, our leadership will send through Mukuru.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you, my brother Washington. I'm just coming in. Just had a message from my favorite MP, Susan Matsunga. She said the network is very poor, but she is pledging $30. So just want to thank you so much, and we appreciate it, MP, our honorable MP Matsunga. Thank you.
We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Back to you, Sister Patricia.
Thank you so much. So with the pledges in, the US dollars now stand at 545. So let's keep pushing. Let's encourage each other to continue. Thank you so much for that. I found a song by Caxman. I hope it works, but please do let me know any song choices and I'll play them.
Mumoyo mangu mune bundu, mumoyo mangu mune bundu, mumoyo mangu mune ronda, mumoyo mangu mune ronda, mumoyo mangu mune bundu, mumoyo mangu mune bundu, mumoyo mangu.
Sorry. I want to do a big pururuzo. We've just had $100 pledge come in just now via my inbox. So we're so grateful. Go 4. If you are here, thank you. God bless you. God bless you for that $100.
Thank you.
So 645. So that 1,000, which is just around the corner. So please let's push and get to that 1,000. Thank you, everyone.
There's another pledge as well. I think Champion Titus is driving. He's pledged $30 as well. So pledges are coming in. Thank you so much, my brother, my champion there. Let's keep the pledges coming. It's really exciting. Let's do this. We can do this, citizens. We can do this, champions.
Thank you so much. So back to the music, and I hope that by the time it finishes, we would have had more donations in and pledges. Thank you.
Posha yake yaiwe yipo anongoti musimba kwatinoba tinotisemambo kwatinoenda tinopiswa nemboto kumusha kwedu tinoshungurudzwa kutotizira kwacho votiponda kwatinoba tinotisemambo kwatinoenda tinopiswa nemoto kumusha kwedu tinoshungurudzwa kutotizira kwacho votiponda hurumende yedu haina hanya nesu kedzimwe nyika havana basa nesu sati chaiyo haina hanya nesu African Union haina basa nesu mumoyo mangu mune bundu mumoyo mangu mune bundu mumoyo mangu mune ronda mumoyo mangu mune ronda mumoyo mangu mune bundu mumoyo mangu mune bundu mumoyo mangu mune ronda mumoyo mangu mune ronda zorora 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 urukare ingwe zorora 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 urukare Nyaradai, 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 Muriage, Mari, Nyaradai, 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 Muriage.
Thank you. Over to you, champion.
Thank you, coach. Thank you, champion Patricia, there for those songs. I think Cooksman is just an amazing young man. You know, the things that he does, his songs of encouragement, the acts that he does on Facebook, you know, his music, it's very encouraging. I was talking to him the other day and he says, Ngomawashi, I will do whatever it takes to play my part, to do my part in this struggle. This is a struggle that we have as Zimbabwean people, and I picked this, and this is what I'm doing, and this is what I do best. So I'll do my level best. So I think the challenge is in our hands, ladies and gentlemen, to do things that we do best. Let's go ahead and do what we do best.
Mukoma Ali.
Go ahead, Minister.
Yeah, we want people who can chime.
Sorry, I didn't get you, Minister.
Yeah, I'm saying we want people who can chime Pululu. Yeah,
People who can
there is
chime Pululu.
chime Pululu. One of my college friend, advocate Masie Kennedy, is pledging $100 towards this noble idea. So he's going to donate 100 United States dollars. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, our lawyer, all the way from Texas, Dallas. Thank you.
With
Tambo
Tambo
wakaguta.
Siyabonga.
there's
Twalumba
Champululu Minister.
Champululu. Beautiful. Thank you.
Champion Masie, thank you so much. We really truly appreciate that. Yeah. Chief. Mamborusere, are you able to speak? Chief, if you're able to speak, you've got the floor. I'm sure he's not able to speak. When he's ready, you let us know. We are graced with quite a lot of high level champions here, ministers and councillors. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Champions that haven't done anything, we accepting pledges as well. If you're able to make a pledge, please go ahead and make your pledge. I'm just gonna check to see if I've got any new pledges there on the DM. Yeah. I think I haven't got anything new. But I just want to continue to appreciate. I think we've got Mr. Gotora there. Mr. Gotora, you've got the mic. If you would like to share, you can go ahead and speak there, champion. Happy more. Champion Hepmo Gotora. The floor is yours now. Right, maybe he's having difficulties with connecting with the mic. Chief.
Chief seems to have dropped out, but I wonder if you noticed. I'm just noticing Honorable Molokele is here. I don't know if you noticed him.
Yes, let's bring him up there. We need him at the top there. Chief is still there. According to he's actually there. Oh, he's just dropped now.
Yeah. So for Honorable Molokele, it's Citizen Daniel. That's his Twitter handle.
Yeah, I've invited him to. I've sent him a mic.
Okay, thank you. So let's keep pushing. So we need 225. If we can do that by past, in fact, if we can do it by 15:15, would be such a huge celebration. And I think one of the things we need to be considering is the Zimbabwe we want the great Zimbabwe we want, because that's where we want to be in July 2023. We want to be celebrating that we have our baby, which is Zimbabwe, that had been looked after, which is like an orphan now, and the rightful parents are coming back. Parents and children are coming back to nurture the country back to where it should be, and a space and an environment where we can have a government that has a functional social services department that can look after all of these vulnerable groups that we are raising money for tonight, and the groups that we have seen our change champion in chief support over the years that we have known him. Is very committed to that, and it tells me and tells all of us that he's a people person, and that is the leadership that we need in Zimbabwe. We want leaders who are people-centered, citizen-centered, and so the Citizens Coalition for Change movement, I think, is a very, very innovative idea and approach that has never been seen in our country and in Africa. Indeed, in Africa, where the citizen is the center of everything that we do. And one of the ways in which we demonstrate that is through what we are doing tonight. So we have a long way to go to reach the budget for this. That's why it's so important that we can kick off with $1,000 from tonight. But just another call to action: if you are in Zimbabwe, particularly aged between 18 and 35, you are the majority in that country. You make up 67% of the population. You are the unblockers of the barriers we face to change in Zimbabwe. If the majority of you go and register to vote and then vote next year, we will win this. And so therefore, we really appeal to the young people to participate in the political electoral processes, because we need you. Let's look at Zambia as our case study. The young people organized themselves. They were not organized by anyone. They organized themselves because they realized that their futures were at stake. I'm so much older. I don't know how many more years God is going to give me on this earth. Once upon a time, I saw a beautiful Zimbabwe. This was the first 5 years after independence. And then it all went downhill afterwards. But I saw what Zimbabwe could look like from 2023 if we win those elections. And for us in the diaspora, let us help, let us support our family members. Let's give them money, encourage them to go and register to vote. Because if we don't, it is us who work, and you know the long hours that we work in this country. And at the end of the month, all of that money is going to Zimbabwe to support other families because there are no jobs. So let's have those reflections at the back of our mind. Thank you. Over to you, host.
Thank you, Champion Patricia there. Our champion, Sophia, has double donated now. She had donated $20 earlier on, or pledged $20. She's added another $20 on top of that to make it 40. So thank you, champion. We appreciate your donation there. She's also made a request for a song. Sister Patricia, the name of the song is Nineveh Kure, Today Kuyambuka by Paul Mazzore. Nineveh Kure.
Nineveh Kure, Paul Mazzore, Nineveh. And I just wanted to also acknowledge Champion Audrey. She's just donated $25. So thank you so much for that. With Champion Sophia's pledge of $40, we are now standing at $840. So let's get that 160 in. We can make it before, the clock goes to half past 8 or 10:30 in Zimbabwe, which is quite late for those in Zimbabwe. Let's get that 160 in. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our champion Audrey, greetings. How are you? She's my chair, the chair of the branch that I belong to. Good to see you on board, and thank you for your donation there. Thank you. We can't get hold of citizen Daniel Molokeli. I think it's also could be a challenge network. Champion Hepmo Gotora, if you are able to speak, you've got the floor there.
Hi, champions. How are you?
Good.
Hello.
We're good, champion. How are you? Go ahead.
Yes, I'm very great. Yourselves, yeah. I'm here to connect with the platform. Yeah, maybe I'll also donate $100.
Wow, wow.
We need Ampululu there. Ampululu.
Yeah.
Champion, we appreciate.
Champion Epmo Otora is a counselor in Harare and is also a pastor. He's our pastor, so he is leading by example, demonstrating love. Thank you, champion. Thank you, counselor.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you very much. I will hand over my pledge to you.
Thank you. We appreciate that, Councillor. Thank you so much. We really appreciate. Let's show by doing. Let's show by example, ladies and gentlemen. That's what our leaders are doing. I'm sure we can also do the same. Let's bring our pledges forward so that we can get to reach our $1,000 figure. We are going to continue with our spaces until we surpass the $20,000 mark that we are looking forward to raising. Tomorrow we are starting at the same time, but I'll probably mention that at the finish of this space. We'll probably put a space reminder for tomorrow. We'll put it later on so that we can share with others. Let's learn to share, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if you are going to a space, share with your friends, throw it in groups, on Facebook, on Twitter, you know, retweet when you get a space, so that other people can see, and then once they see, hopefully then will be able to also attend and be a part of the same fundraiser that we are. It's history in the making.
Yeah, champion, just an announcement for tomorrow. Our guest will be the mayor of the city of Harare, Councillor Jacob Mafume. He will be our guest tomorrow from 8 p.m.
Thank you so much. Before you move on with the program, I just want us to do a big impururizo. All of us who are speakers, please. So I'll start us. We've made our $1,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Well done. We really appreciate. Thank you to those that have donated, those who are continuing to donate. This is a sign of love. We are showing love. We're showing love to our country. We are showing love to our citizens. We really appreciate that. Honorable Molekeli, how are you today? We welcome you to the fundraiser. If you're able to speak, you can unmute your mic and take the stage.
Thank you so much, everyone. Greetings from the coal fields of Wange, the Black Diamond town. As you have heard, my name is Daniel Mulokele. I'm the Member of Parliament for Wange Central Constituency in Matabele North of Zimbabwe. Just wanted to say thank you so much to each and every one of those who have managed to make contributions as you launched the Christmas fundraising initiative. It's one thing to set a target, it's another to reach the target. So thank you to each and every one of the contributors. May God bless you so much. It is more blessed to give than to receive. So may God expand and enlarge all your territories. Whatever plans that you have, may God prosper them. And may you continue to prosper and succeed. This is a very noble initiative. So each and every one of the organizers, those who are hosting the initiative, facilitating it tonight and going forward, all those that's working with the diaspora platform and so on, I acknowledge the work that you have started, and I say, please, let's do this. It's for a good cause. And I have been privileged in some instances to attend some of the handovers of some of the Christmas hampers. I think I was once involved, was it the December of 2019, where we were distributing to local community people at Bulawayo, accompanying Advocate Chamisa. It was really an empowering experience when interacting with the beneficiaries. So it's something that is very heartwarming. So I look forward to the target. If I'm not mistaken, is it at least $20,000? Please kindly confirm.
Yeah, it's at least 2,000 hammers.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least 2,000 hampers. But in terms of the budget,
yeah, like plus or minus 20,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honorable, I'm of a view that if we work really hard, we may be able to, if we can double it, at least if we can probably reach around 30,000, that would make us happy. If we've done 20,000 the past year or the past years, we need to get to about 30 to 40,000 this year. That way we can reach more people out there. I know we've got a budget that we have and a target, but if we surpass that target, it will put me in a better place. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the clarification. I've been involved in a lot of initiatives this year, some of which I've started, some of which I've been asked to join. One thing I've learned in 2022 is that Zimbabweans, when they believe in a cause, they can support it by any means necessary. When they believe in just a noble cause, they can make it succeed. A lot of fundraising initiatives have been done, especially in the past year, and the diaspora has come to the fore and has shown leadership. And I am confident that this Christmas fundraising initiative targeting the vulnerable and needy citizens of Zimbabwe will also meet great success. Learning from the previous initiatives that I've been part of, I'm confident that you will be able to make a big impact by Christmas. So I want to appeal to all those who are listening, who are part of this space. Thank you so much for joining this space. It's very important that you are part of this space. But the way the space principle works is always a game of numbers. So once you join a space, one of the best contributions you can do is to share the space in your network, retweet whatever comments are being made in the space, so that more people start to aggregate around the space. The more people share about the space, it starts to trend and it attracts more participants. And the more participants join, the more impactful the space becomes. So please, please, please take some time, share the link to the space, share anything that is being quoted from the space. In the space, and also to encourage other community members to join the space. It's important that we remember the poor and we remember the vulnerable, we remember the needy. So I also just came across the space in my Twitter page and I said, oh, this is a very good initiative, so let me also join. Unfortunately, this evening we didn't have power for the last 4 hours. It has just returned, which is a reality that I'm sure Zimbabweans are now used to. We are accustomed to the load shedding process. There is not even a need for a program or timetable. We just get switched off and then switched on back at whatever time. This is not the Zimbabwe that we want. This is definitely the opposite of the vision of a great Zimbabwe, a nation that anyone can be proud to be associated with, not a nation that is being rejected by its own people, queuing in South Africa for new identities, queuing all over the diaspora for new affirmations by other nations. So we would want to see a Zimbabwe that everyone wants to be identified with, queuing to get the Zimbabwean ID, queuing to get the Zimbabwean citizenship, and a go-to nation. So that journey is an ongoing process. The reason why at the start of this year we formed the Citizens Coalition for Change was to continue the good vision that was started with the launch of the Movement for Democratic Change in 1999. The journey is not yet over. It's just reached a new level. And the Ccc is not just worried about the politics of tomorrow, it's also worried about the realities that people are facing today. So that's why it's important to support this Christmas fundraiser, because it speaks to the everyday challenges and realities. As we go towards Christmas, other people will need support, and we cannot be able to reach out to everyone who is vulnerable, needy across Zimbabwe, but we can show the people of Zimbabwe that as a new political movement, we have a social heart, we care, and the sample of the people will benefit. We will send a message across Zimbabwe and indeed in the diaspora that as a new political party, we definitely have a heart for our people. And once we're given the opportunity through the harmonized elections next year, we will hope to address the social economic problems that our people are facing and ensure that in the next Christmas to come, there is less dependence on handout or donations, and people have an enabling environment where they can actually produce their own personal income and cheer themselves up without the need to depend on others. I know that Christ, when he was here, he said the poor will always have, but I'm sure we can reduce the number of those who are vulnerable and needy, just like in other great economies. So as the Ccc, we hope that during the next Christmas in 2023, after this one, we should be able to reduce the number of those who are vulnerable and needy through new policies that speak to transformation of the economy of Zimbabwe in a very progressive way. So as we focus on this Christmas, I need to challenge every one of us to support this initiative and make sure that it's a success. And beyond the Christmas for 2022, I need to challenge everyone to pray and fast that for the Christmas in 2023, we'll be having a different government in Zimbabwe, a people's government, a government that cares about the people, as led by Advocate Nelson Chamisa. When we are saying Gapinda Mkomane, or when we are saying Ngangwine Mgwisana Isnambia and Nganjile Mulombe in Tonga, Galingene Ijaha in Sindebele, we are reinforcing the fact that there is need not just to transform the lives of vulnerable and needy citizens of Zimbabwe, but there is need to have a new identity for us as a nation so that we can start to reemerge as a nation that is great, a nation that every one of us are proud to be associated with, a nation that is reckoned among all nations, whether it's the United Nations, whether it's the Commonwealth, whether it's the African Union, SADC, where we are respected as a people, contrary to where we are a pariah nation. So I want to challenge everyone here that beyond the Christmas opportunity to help with this fundraising and also do that social initiative around the vulnerable and the need, let us brace ourselves for 2023, because it is a year that gives us opportunity to change millions of lives. The election system is every 5 years, and each and every one of the 5 years is a watershed year that gives Zimbabweans an opportunity to renew political leadership and to transform their social economic status. So as the CCC, it is our responsibility to be the vehicle for change. So 2023 is going to be a year where we will do everything to make sure that there is a new leadership in Zimbabwe. It's not going to be easy. Just last month, on October the 16th, I was subjected to a brutal attack from ZANU-PF acts in Matobo, Ward 2, prior to the elections on Saturday, 22nd October. I was vulnerable. I was exposed to death. I was exposed to injury, personal harm. I was survived a high-speed car chase in deep rural Matimlan South. There was a time when I was alone in the whole world because the second person I was with outran me and disappeared out of sight. I only saw him about 2 hours later. So there was a time when I was the only person in the whole world in the bushes of Matobo. A few kilometers away from Palagwe, which is a very important historical site where there's a mass grave. And I was being hosted prior to that attack by a family that was subjected to Kukuraundi. And the head of the family, the father, they spent 3 months at the Palagwe detention center in 1984. And having been inspired by his story of seeing death every day in 1984 at the hands of the 5th Brigade, I was also now being attacked by a convoy of ZANU-PF people. And it really brought matters to a head. I mean, I'm a very privileged Zimbabwean. I've had a life of privilege, especially since university. But even in 1998, when I was the president at the University of Zimbabwe, when we had the big demonstration that said Mugabe must go, I was convinced as the president of the University of Students or University of Zimbabwe Students Union that the future of Zimbabwe could not be mortgaged under ZANU-PF. And in spite of our failure to end ZANU-PF administration in 1998, to come to a position in 2022, almost 25 years later, where I'm exposed to death in rural Matobo, just for the sake of change again, shows how important it is for us to head into 2023, conscious that it's not going to be easy. Professor Jonathan Moyo this week officially started moves to return to ZANU-PF. I don't know for which number of times, but he's been in and out of ZANU-PF so many times. But one of the things that really affected me a lot by this decision, by this process, is that it shows how much is at stake for us as we seek change. Apart from surviving death by a whisker last month, and now you have people like Professor Jonathan Moy, who spent the last 4 years of their lives practically supporting the millions of Zimbabweans who have been long suffering under ZANU-PF, and then only at the last minute to change again and rejoin the same oppressor of our people. Can you imagine how disappointing and how breaking and how discouraging it is? We are on our own. So as we get into 2023, I want to encourage each and every one of us to reinforce our hope and expectation, and also to be aware that ZANU-PF is going to come out guns blazing. They didn't apologize in Matobo Ward 2, where I was last month, and that sets the tone for 2023, where ZANU-PF is saying, by any means necessary, by hook or crook, we are going to maintain our grip on power at the expense of millions of Zimbabweans. So I want to challenge every one of us who is listening tonight that beyond this Christmas break, let's brace ourselves. We will need all hands on deck. It's a question of now or never. We dare not fail. We dare not fail. Because if Emerson Mnangagwa is sewn in for another 5 years, this country might as well close shop. It will be relegated into a failed state. So we will all continue to knock on the doors of other nations, which is a shame for us as Zimbabweans. This is a very well-resourced country. Zimbabwe is not poor. It just got a problem of poor leadership. Zimbabwe is rich and resourced with a lot of wealth, including mineral wealth. It's got diamonds, it's got platinum, it's got methane, it's got coal, it's got gold, it's got all sorts of minerals. But most importantly, it's got leaders who are thieves. So 2023 gives us an opportunity to get rid of the political mafia. And they are entrenched in the electoral system, and we have to deal with that reality. But I want to challenge us that let's work hard, let's support this Christmas cheer, but more important, beyond Christmas, let's brace ourselves for the fight to the death. In isiNdebele, we say, "Kwamchaza afe." You have to go to KwaZulu-Natal to understand what I'm talking about, because in Zimbabwe, we don't really have that concept, "Kwamchaza afe," which means fight to the death. That is reminiscent of the Roman gladiators in Rome. If you have watched the movie The Gladiator, that's what we're talking about when we say "Kwamchaza afe," is to the fight to the death. And ZANU-PF, when they look at the Ccc, they have that mindset that is fight to the death. And so we need to brace ourselves. Just before I keep quiet, since I talk a lot, it's interesting that in all public speeches that I've heard this year from ZANU-PF leadership, they never talk about the MDC. They never talk about the MDC. Even at the ZANU-PF Congress recently, they never talked about the MDC. They are very clear about who their target is. They always talk about the Ccc. After spending 20 years talking about the MDC, they have adapted to the reality on the ground. They know that the real threat to power is no longer the MDC in all its formations. They now know that there is a new threat in town, which is the Ccc. So we are clearly facing the barrel of the ZANU-PF gun. We are a soft target for ZANU-PF because they never waste their time and resources on the MDC. Yes, Senator Monzora may pretend as much as possible, but the truth is he is no longer a factor in Zimbabwean politics. He is now part of the history of Zimbabwean politics. So the Ccc is the one that is the real threat to ZANU-PF. And if you are here tonight associating yourself with the Ccc, know that you are on the firing line. ZANU-PF is coming after you. But history is on our side. The people will prevail eventually. So we need to identify with the right side of history, which is with the millions of Zimbabweans that are saying enough is enough. ZANU-PF, you have overstayed, you're welcome. It's time for a new government, a new leadership. So let's hope by Christmas 2023, it will be a different Zimbabwe. And we will no longer be the opposition. We will be the ruling party. We have seen in Lesotho a party take over government a few weeks ago that was formed in March this year. Our party was formed in January. Theirs was formed in March. It is already the ruling party of Lesotho. So we have been inspired by the political discourse in Lesotho, and it's going to motivate us for 2023, so that when we have the next Christmas fundraiser in 2023, it will be a different Zimbabwe altogether. So let's brace ourselves, and let's hope that the change that we've been waiting for will finally come. Otherwise, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk, and I want to encourage all of us that let's continue to work together. No one can defeat a people who are united. Our unity is going to give us the strength to conquer and bring down the Goliath called ZANU-PF. I'll hand it back to you. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the success in this year's Christmas fundraiser, and let's hope people come aboard and support you. And we will continue to join the next sessions and drum up support. And I'm confident that you will be able to reach your target.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mokele, for your words of wisdom there. We always learn a lot when you speak. I just want to appreciate all the leaders, all the champions, all the citizens who have just joined us tonight. We are doing a fundraiser. And this fundraiser that we are doing, we've got a link which is pinned on the top of this tweet. If you go on top of the tweet and you click where it is talking about coffee, that's where our link is. It's directing you to Change Radio. Change Radio is the link that we are using. If you go into that link and make your donations, let us know how much you have donated so we can share with everyone on the podium. I also want to appreciate our champion, Dr. Rico, who is joined us on the space. Dr. Rico.
Greetings, Mkomo Washington. If you can give me about 3 minutes, then I'll be able to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've got champion Titan Tatenda. Would you like to unmute and speak?
Thank you so much. You can give me like 4 minutes and I'll speak after Mkoma Ziko.
All right, I'm gonna be charging you $20 each for wanting to speak later. That's okay. Chief Mambo Sose, would you like to take the mic, please? I think there's been a lot of playing up of these mics and these spaces. A lot of people not able to speak when they're on the space. We want to apologize for that. Sometimes technology does that. I'm going to ask my sister, Change Radio, to give us an indication of how much we have so far in terms of our donations. Those who haven't donated, the link is right up there. And please visit the link and have an interaction with the link and do your bit. This is going to go on for the next week or two. We have a target of raising about $20,000. A hamper is costing about $20. The target that we have is the target that has been the target for the past year or two. We would like to double that target, ladies and gentlemen. We are fundraising in the diaspora. We want to send a very clear message to Zimbabwe that the Zimbabweans have spoken. They want to share the love with their loved ones in Zimbabwe. So we have a challenge. And that challenge is, if we can reach 40,000, ladies and gentlemen, it means a lot more vulnerable people are going to be assisted. In terms of what we are looking for forward to receiving or to donations, if you are not able to make any payment today, send us a DM or send us a WhatsApp, and let us know what your pledge is going to be for the next few days. I'm sure we'll then be able to announce whatever your target is or your donation is. It's not limited to money. Some people who are in Zimbabwe or South Africa, if you are able to buy crates of cooking oil, if you're able to buy sugar, if you're able to buy flour, if you're able to buy those bars of soap, we appreciate any of those. If you're able to donate a truck or a vehicle that is going to be used to deliver those donations, we appreciate. We are looking for so much. Remember, Triple C is funded by you and me. So if you've got a house that you are not utilizing, and you say, I'm donating my house, would appreciate that. Just send us a DM, and we'll go from there. If you want it announced, you let us know. If you feel you don't want it announced, we can also keep it to ourselves, but we will let people know that this is what other citizens are doing. Champion Jigo.
Thank you, Como Washington, and greetings to Minister. It's one of those good days when we have the Minister with us. Honorable Molokele, Mambo Soshe, and everyone. Thank you so much. I was informed that there's going to be this Twitter space, and I was excited that this is our chance to do something good for someone during the Christmas, because Christmas is a time for giving. And very profound words from Honorable Molokele, who was speaking when I joined. He said that this is the last Christmas we are going to be having before a new Zimbabwe. So I think in a new Zimbabwe, many of the people will be able to afford Christmas for themselves. Therefore, I really believe that this is our chance to do our best. So thank you. Over to you, Mkomo Washington.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rico. Thank you so much. Yeah, Christmas is time for giving. As we are approaching our time that we are going to call this a night, I know we've got my brother Titan there, Champion Titan. Are you ready to speak now? He doesn't seem to be ready. My sister Patricia.
Yes.
Are you able to share any figures with us, Sister Patricia?
I think we're still at 1,000 unless other monies have gone elsewhere. I also wanted to acknowledge Champion Maximus Savanu, who donated the £50 that got us to the $1,000. I've just checked on coffee. I haven't seen any new payments. So there's someone there, Amaive Munu. Let me see what Amaive Munu. And there's a couple of songs. So there was Champion Sophie's songs, and also Brigadier Jesse would like to play one of his songs. So Champion Flatwire's song. So that's $10 from Amai Remuno.
Thank you so much. You can go ahead and play the song while we are getting ready for the next stage.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. It's quite a long song. It's about 10 minutes. So we were nearly 3.5 minutes in there. So I hope it's okay that I've stopped it there.
Thank you, Champion. Thank you so much. I think as we are drawing closer to our day, we had set a target to 1,000. We have reached that 1,000, and want to appreciate everyone who's made their donations and those who have made their pledges. If you're on the space tonight and you haven't made a pledge or a donation, please do make a pledge or make a donation. If you are not able to do anything today, we still appreciate you for being here. It is really good to have you here. I can also see Champion Barbara there. Champion Barbara, how are you? Good to see you there. Thank you for coming and supporting this this cause. We had Champion Titan Tatenda. Are you able to speak now? Champion
Hello, the
Titan.
citizen.
Yeah, we
You
can
can
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay, champion. I'm just fixing something now. Okay, and pass it to Mambo. I'll speak after Mambo. Just trying to fix
Mambo Sose, are you able to speak now? He was not able to speak earlier. You know, the mics are playing up, whether it's the network, it's really playing up today. If you're not able to speak, that's still okay. Um, I'm going to give the mic to, as we are rounding off, tomorrow we meeting the same time, 8 o'clock Zimbabwe time. And our guest tomorrow is going to be the mayor of Harare, Councillor Mayor Jacob Mafume. To those of you who came today, our guest was Honorable Jasmine Tofa. I'm sure you know what has happened to our honorable in the past couple of weeks. She was subjected to a very serious torture where some of her bones were broken, and today she's here with us, continuing with the fight. Can you imagine? Somebody has been subjected to that, not the first time, not the second time, but she's here with us tonight. From the time we started 8 o'clock up to now, she's here. How good is that? How good is that? I just want to pray for you, Honorable, and continue to thank God, and would ask and pray that you continue to get blessings so you can heal, because we know you're still in pain, but we just appreciate the precedents that you are setting for all of us. Sometimes you're not feeling well and you're like, you know what, I need to rest. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I can't. But you've got your broken hands, but you are still coming out. You are still going out there and continuing with the fight. I think that level of commitment is just incredible. We thank you for that, because that also gives us courage to, sometimes when you are not well, you just say, you know what, we are in a war. So since we are in a war, this fight has to be fought. We need to continue fighting. So we really want to appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to give the mic to the Minister of Diaspora, Minister Clifford Sachwayo. Minister, over to you. Minister. Yeah, mics are really playing up today.
Oh,
Titan,
yes.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna give you a last chance to speak.
yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, let's continue to share. Let's continue to donate to the link, and those who can even donate physically in terms of the goodies they can do so here in Harare or anywhere in the country. We've got our representatives in all provinces that can receive those goodies and then forward it to the head office. This is a citizen thing. This is just a demonstration of the unity, the demonstration of resilience within the citizens of Zimbabwe. And we are saying as citizens, we can do it, we are ready to govern what the citizens are govern. This is the last um, fundraiser or the last program, the last Xmas cheer fund that we are coordinating as an opposition. Next year will be the ruling party and will be doing wonders. But this last one, we need to demonstrate that we can do it as citizens. And I want to challenge everyone. You know, if you were there when I presented around past 8 tonight, I quoted the Bible where I emphasized the issue of love. We're all doing this because of love, and we exist in this world because of love. But ZANU-PF has worked very hard, you know, to make love disappear. Real love is not there. Hatred and so forth, you know, is the order of the day. It's because ZANU-PF is a desperate, clueless political party that doesn't have any idea of running the country with the citizens. They're a very selfish organization, an organization that just think about themselves and themselves alone, and themselves just about power, just about looting, so just about amassing resources of the nation. But what we are saying as the alternative, as Triple say, we are saying we are a young political party, we are a new political movement, a citizen movement that puts the citizen interests at the center, citizen first in everything that we do, policy formulation, in budgeting and so forth. We put citizens first. That's why we are saying, as citizens, we've got our fellow citizens who cannot afford, you know, to raise resources to feed the family at Christmas. Let's show love. Let's distribute the little that we get to others. Let's have a heart, giving heart. Let's do what we must do as citizens. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you so much for joining this Twitter space. I expect tomorrow we will get more and more and more, hundreds of citizens to come. I want to challenge everyone. Invite your friend, invite your family member. Tomorrow, bring 2 people, just 2 people. Tomorrow, I'll bring my 2, and I will let you know that my 2 people is so and so. Bring yours. So tomorrow is a challenge of the 2s. Who is your 2? So tomorrow, everyone, from the host to us, the participants, let's bring 2 tomorrow. Siyabonga, twalumba loko, zikomo kwambili, mwashuma.
Thank you, Minister. My sister on Change Radio, you might need to prepare a departing song for us there. And I just want to appreciate all our speakers tonight for sharing and sharing so powerful messages. We really appreciate that. I want to appreciate everyone who's been on the space as well. It's not easy to take your time and come over and be on a space like this. It means you are committing to the cause. So your being here is very much appreciated. Over to you, champion.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to play us out with Minister Hlatshwayo's song. So I found something here. Hello New Zimbabwe. I think the first song there that was playing is Tinokunda. I think it really speaks to what we are trying to do here. If we all work together, Tinokunda and Tinowina 2023. So we are going out today with a sum of $1,020. And as I was listening to Minister saying, bring two, I was quickly thinking, if I can't bring two, I can bring $40. So I can say to my two people, if you can't come, give me $20 each. So I bring my $40 for my two people. So some may want to think that way, your people may not be able to come to the space. If they can't, get them to give you something that you can come with to share tomorrow. So if it's okay with you, I will play the song if you've finished, host.
I think we've appreciated everyone.
Yep.
Not too sure if our citizen Molekeli's got last words.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to just allow the floor to go to its logical end. There will be another day.
Thank you very much. Over to you, Sister Patricia. Thank you so much for co-hosting, playing music for us, and all that you do. If you are not following Ccc Diaspora, please follow us. If you're not following Change Radio, please follow Change Radio. If you are not following Citizen Daniel Molokeli, please follow him. If you are not following Clifford Hlatshwayo, our minister, please follow him. If you are not following our minister, Honorable Jasmine Tova, please follow him. Let's follow each other. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sister Patricia.
Thank you. Let's start it.
Hello, New Zimbabwe. Hello, New Zimbabwe.